First, a roller applies low viscosity laminating resin to the whole surface of the mold. To build this mold, we use L1100 resin with EPH 294 hardener. This system is of very low viscosity and allows a maximum processing time of 10 hours at room temperature. Thus, there's no need to rush things. The edges of the mold are particularly reinforced when we first apply narrow strips of fabric along the mold's edge. This at the same time covers the coupling layer. The first fabric ply is laid in the fresh laminating resin. The twilled glass fabric is highly drapable and can be laid out free of creases with some practice. For this mold, we have trimmed the first fabric ply with the fibers running diagonally. This maximizes the fabric's drapability in the mold. Using the dry laminating roller, we first press into place the center of the fabric and then impregnate the fabric from the center outwards. Further resin is applied with a laminating roller. The degree of impregnation can be seen best on glass fibers because their fibers turn transparent when wet. The second glass fabric ply is arranged in two parts because the longitudinal and transverse courses of its fibers do not permit crease-free placement for this component. At the mold line, the fabric pieces overlap by a few millimeters. The laminating work involves laying the glass fabric ply by ply in the mold and impregnating it with epoxy resin. The two glass fabric plies are laid over each other so that their fiber orientations are turned through 45 degrees to each other. This minimizes mold distortion and enhances the tear strength. Resin must be applied until it completely fills all the cavities between the fibers. Yet not too much resin should be applied. With this hand layup method, we obtain a fiber volume fraction of about 40%, i.e. fibers make up 40% of the volume, the resin making up 60% of the total volume.
Das heißt, 40% des Volumens sind Faservolumen, 60% des Volumens sind Harzvolumen.